Prime using that sort of counter that's been developed and finding a window for it here. I was a little bit concerned about some of the draft features for Ultra Prime, but I think they've secured themselves a good bot.
Shock Blast. Just looking at the items here, actually to say that, we're going to see them being straight onto Xiaoxi. Xiaoxi in a lot of trouble. He can't reconnect. And First Blood goes over to RNG. Disaster in the bot lane for Ultra Prime.
It's just a massive mistake, you know. SMLZ has cleared
at your disposal here is RNG now looking to see if they can contest this Rift Herald. They have not got priority just yet, but Rift Herald down to about 1800. Smites are available for both junglers. Shouts About takes a accelerated shock blast to the face. There is going to be the Rift Herald taken as he jumps straight onto Hacker. Shockwave does not land onto anybody, and Hacker loses his life in favor of that. The Super Mega Inferno Bomb down onto ZS, who uses Slice, the Dice, and the Flash to get himself out. They do gain themselves the Rift Herald to go on to ZS, but they lost one kill, and now RNG, where do you want to try and make a replay kind of reactional play?
Again, Herald for a kill, you're fine with that, and now they're looking for a kill in return.
They are looking for a Xiaohu on this top side who has no flash. He used it to engage to the skies and to the base with you as Jace does get taken down. Nice response kill here for Ultra Prime. Well, sometimes you just have to take your win, get the 2 plates, and back yourself up. It's really something that we have to see as we come in now. SMLZ force a cleanse, flash, one more auto attack will do it. And without the Yuumi, the Sivir is a sitting duck to this bot lane combination of Gala and Ming.
Yeah, the heal for the Yuumi, not there to be used. The ult from the Yuumi, just the general healing from a kit as well. All these things would have meant RNG would have had to land more damage to find that play. As a result, they capitalize on the fact that SMLZ was left alone, and Xiaoxi will use the ult to kind of clear out that down, especially when you're up against the Ziggs and Azir. It's going to be problematic later. Now, all in top.
TP, there's a TP though coming in. That's going to be Xiao Xiaobao joining in on this fight, but Xiaohu doesn't know, and now Xiaohu might be in a lot of trouble. Those clockwork auto attacks doing so much damage. It's going to be Xiao Xiaobao nearly getting turned on, but does survive all of the burst damage from Xiaohu and gets himself a kill.
And honestly, that looked like it nearly could have this dragon in a minute 45. And that's the thing, is whether or not they can do that. Oh, engage comes in.
Xiao Xiaobao does lose his flash, but does gain Mings for it. But why would you walk forward into that? You know they're around, and that's just going to be a very easy pickup as Hacker and Xiaoxi look to try to defend this mid lane turret. And like you mentioned, with a minute and a half until this dragon, RNG are in no rush to try and get that objective. They can take everything else they want. They can put up the Shurima's legacy and now rotate towards that.
I just feel like if RNG won this dragon, they should be able to contest it.
Oh, Gala in a lot of trouble, gets kicked back, dropped down the Mega Inferno Bomb, but he is dead to right. Xiaoxi taking a couple of turret shots for that play in the bot side. He will be available once this dragon spawns, but he has no TP, so it's going to be a little bit of a walk here for Gala. It's going to be onto RNG to delay Ultra Prime. Is around this corner. Cryan might be in a little bit of trouble. He has to use his ultimate straight away. The final chapter does get the lockdown, and Cryan has fallen. Great combination by the support and jungler, but SMLZ gets jumped on by Ming and Xiaohu, and this is so scrappy, Ox. Both teams just taking chip for chip off each other.
Yeah, really good answer from RNG, but Hacker is just finding kill after kill. They're looking for more here.
They're jumping on the Ming. That's a shockwave committed onto the support. Will he go down? Yes, he will, but it's going to be committing so much. Now you can see them turning back onto this Renekton. Where's he going to go? He's going to be totally okay, though, with the Gore Drinker and the Q to keep him sustained. But now Gala back onto the map. Does he look to try and get some more kills down? Doesn't land any of his poke just yet. It's just Xiaohu and Gala. Cryan has a TP available should he want to use it, but this is a risky play to go for Ultra Prime. Now we can go back into the Dragon Pit. TP coming in. It's going to be going down. No smite available. They're going to bring it down to about 400. Secured by Ultra Prime. RNG going to back away. They don't want to take any more casualties. On tier 1, so the map is opening up that little bit more. Ultra Prime getting themselves their first dragon, but we completely forgot there is still a Rift Herald, and they could push this into an inhibitor turret because honestly, no one from Ultra Prime is resetting.
Yeah, assist pings coming in from ZS. He's seeing this as a bit of a problem, but I don't think there's really much you can do. He's just going to get Shurima shuffled back if he tries to go in here, so they end up taking the inhibitor tower as well. And with how threatening Xiaohu has been in the side lane earlier in this game, this is a little bit problematic for the side of Ultra Prime. I think they looked for a trade and RNG just took too much.
Wei is getting jumped on. Final chapter has been used. We're going to see Ming jumping in. That's going to be the Olaf taken down, dead and buried, but a great amount of burst damage here. But here's the Shurima Shuffle all on top of everybody. Now you got to try and run away. There's nowhere for you to go, Xiao Xiaobao, and Ming will survive. 4 quick kills. Baron spawning in 20 seconds. I think RNG are looking for it. A man on a mission. He already just put down a ward and safeguard straight away towards it. Xiaohu taking a little bit more damage than he probably would like. Ming flashes over the wall.
He's committing.
Just to commit to this. There's no smite available just yet. That was a little bit risky. And now do RNG look for the fight? No. They get themselves out. They know that they've used majority of their abilities and they need to get back and spend some of this gold. 12-year-old in class, just like there's no way they'll see us copying this. But SMLZ now in a little bit of trouble, does land the slow. There's the Mega Inferno bomb down onto him. Does pop out both ultimates from the Sivir and the Yuumi. So now RNG, they can push in. There's very little that our Ultra Prime can do about this. And with the pressure that we're seeing with Xiao Xiaobao in bot lane, there's actually going to be the base cracked open again and again. We're seeing RNG just so quick and so smart with how they move around the map.
I don't think a contest can come through on this one. Hack is looking for a window, but it's just going to be gone. Now 3 dragons for RNG on that soul point, and I mean, you're already seeing how much damage the Ziggs is doing whenever he lands, you know, a bouncing bomb.
Drink it. It's golden. They won't know. No one will have an idea. But speaking of having an idea, it's RNG have the idea of pushing into this mid lane. Perfect segue. No one noticed the thing as they now push into this inhibitor turret, or even just the inhibitor. ZS is pop the dominance on the backside. We can see there flashing by Hacker, but he stopped immediately there. I'm going to try and take the consolation prize, though, of the Jace, who does get shut down. And that's a good little start now to this fight, but there's no real objective up at the moment, so RNG just going to back themselves away. But for Ultra Prime, a defense of your inhibitor is a win.
Not being able to kick Gala back in, he's not able to really continue things after that Jace pick. Now they have found Wei. Ragnarok up in a second, but not quite yet.
Oh, Xiao Xiaobao did TP over the top side as well, so they're going full onto Wei, so he is dead with 20 seconds to this Baron. This is a great pick, but with so much damage from the Ziggs coming in finally as that death capping can pop down the minefield as well. It's a jungle for jungle trade, but this time round, RNG are getting revenge for their top laner dying in the last skirmish. They are now throwing out the poke, they are now throwing out all these bombs, all these accelerated shock blasts, but you have to respect the damage that can come out from this Orianna and this Sivir. SMLZ a little bit on an island. Xiao Xiaobao just getting healed up right now. No shockwave available though. So much being put in here onto Xiao Xiaobao. He needs to back himself away, and with Baron live, I don't know if RNG want to go for it just yet. They want their jungler here.
Yeah, I mean, they might actually be fishing for it now. It seems a little bit risky. I think SMLZ has to stay. But no, the Yuumi and the Orianna go back to base. This is now just up to the Sivir to try and stop this. We do have TP from ZS, but it's going to be too late. The Baron is just gone.
Baron is gone. SMLZ just had
both of these just going to be doing so much damage off the back of that massive power spike, and Ultra Prime trying to move through this choke is very risky.
It's so difficult. Hacker just gets obliterated. 2 spells, and then a Mega Inferno bomb on top of it. That pops the Sterix Gate, so his survivability in this contending team. He's dead. He's gone. He's deleted. Popped like a pimple on the face of RNG. They did not want that blemish anymore. And now with SMLZ running for his life, he will flash away. The final chapter goes down, and while that was all happening, Wei stayed on the dragon, gets the Infernal Soul, and RNG may look for the end right here, right now.
It's so hard for Ultra Prime to stop them. The poke is so insane. They just kill Hacker before this fight even starts, and he was one of the tankier members of Ultra Prime. The spell shield coming in clutch there, but Xiaohu just kills him.
God, that Jace damage is disgusting. Shockwave comes out, but it's not enough to kill off Gala, and that's going to be 2 quick kills here for RNG. Inferno Soul, 9,000 gold. They're pushing into the Nexus. There's nothing that Ultra Prime can do. Even with a little Shurima Shuffle, the tankiest member gets taken down immediately, and there's Hacker trying his very, very best, and the Yuumi will fall as well. Triple to end it all for Xiaohu, despite being targeted, still ends on 9-3-3. And RNG decisively take down Ultra Prime.
This matchups in solo queue across all ranks was that Ziggs, and there's good reason for that. It's just the fact that you can't contest the priority at all. You just get shoved endlessly under tower, and he is one of the few lean to them. The only potential vulnerability is ZS is kind of going to be on a bit of an island on the top side. Do you actually see Hacker just able to solo the Raptors though?
Ooh, Ignite went down. Yeah, they go forward on this. 2 more auto attacks will do it. 1 more. Yes, the Mystic Shot is good enough to hit, and Ming still survives. Again, in this bot side, we are seeing RNG punish Ultra Prime.
And this is just raw outplay.
Experiencing Gain himself the Dragon's Kick, and Cryin just going to be left to push out mid.
And they're now looking for a topside invade on this red buff, and Hacker might just be deleted off the back of this. Goodbye.
Oh, he doesn't even have to use anything to get behind Hacker, and there's the equalizer as well. It does 0 damage, and now ZS gonna see if he gets locked up, but pushes himself back, drops down a ward, not gonna face Shack into that one just yet. And Wei now using this priority to take himself the Rift Herald and maybe look to try and push somewhere else on the map.
And take Hacker down. Now, they're moving to contest this, and actually, Cryan's in base, so maybe able to find Wei here.
Well, they flash in on top of him, and they will trade the Rift Herald for Wei's life. It is a not-so-clean moment, but ZS needs to be a little bit careful. They will not have the Lucian just yet. He does turn, though, and Xiaohu respects that. The Lucian...
They're able to get on the map a little bit sooner, but SMLZ just resets, so it feels like... kind of feel like there won't be a contest, but I think should just be able to get it in time. But Cryan's fishing.
Cryan's looking for Xiao Xiaopao. He will get locked up despite the flash. You can see Ming just hovering around, not quite able to hit the Zenith Blade. And even if he did, Xiao Xi was prepared with the Pulverize. And now RNG gaining a summoner off it. They will get their own little win off of losing the objective to now let Ming roam around the map.
I'm looking for this mid lane play. The Cullen going to come out to clear the wave. Really heads up from just above. He might still be in trouble.
Ooh, a little bit of trouble. They do land the Sonic Wave, and they will pick up that kill. That one gets donated over to Cryin. It was a bit of a risky one. It was probably as good as it could be from Xiao Xiaopao to clear the wave to make it as difficult as possible, but no real way of him getting out without his flash. And now on top side, we're going to see the Dominus pop. Xiaohu going toe-to-toe with ZS, but I don't know if ZS really wins this fight just yet. He's going to wait for the last rotation of his spells and should be fine now after using the Q to heal some up, but needs to be a little bit careful as he comes with the Xiaohu, who's going to have his first item soon.
Both junglers have made their way up to the top side. Wait, you're alone, by the way, dude.
Yeah, you are by yourself, and there is nowhere you can really go. There's the lovely insect kick, and Wei picks himself up a kill. Nicely done here by the RNG top jungle duo.
Wei but finds a really nice execution in the kick, and now able to use that Herald to take that first tower, and Xiaohu is going to be rewarded with so much gold off the back of this. And again, we saw how much the Jace did in game 1. You're now giving that Jace all that extra income to work with. It's so scary.
All of this extra income, and look at this. This is what we talk about when we say that RNG are just such a smart team. Does he need to take the turret right now? No. Can he deny 10, 12 minions before that wave crashes? Yes, and that's exactly what he does. It's just such an incredibly smart way of playing the game. He still hasn't even taken that tower, and ZS can't walk up to it. Now he'll lose it after using 2 waves of minions of XP, gold, and everything. Just such a good way of playing the game.
And Jace is an issue now. Just about just gonna go down.
Oh, just not respecting that he didn't know where Wei was. He had a false sense of security because he was like, it's fine, Hacker is here, and Hacker does absolutely nothing. ZS, though, getting so much damage put down on top of him, not beating out the Dominus just yet, but are going to get caught. And this is the trade we're seeing now from Ultra Prime. They're looking to try and maybe make this dragon a win condition. We'll get an Ocean or a Mountain Soul available to them. It's going to be the Mountains, so not the best in the world, but RNG don't care because they're looking for power and gold now.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I don't hate the decision from Ultra Prime to go for these dragons 35 minutes at the earliest. But RNG are finding advantages. Ultra Prime trying to answer back. We'll find Ming.
They get 1 kill onto the support. A lot of ultimates had to be used there. They do land all of them, so the damage was enough to keep it going. But with the Rift Herald spawning over the top side of the Raptor camp, you can't see that being pushed into that mid lane. So we'll take it down to about half HP.
Play damage control. It's so difficult for them to contest RNG right now.
Oh, and Xiao Xiaobao getting jumped onto and deleted. Solo kill for Cryin, and this Lucian pick is not working out. As you can see, just using the distortion. Pop in, say hello, pop out, and you have pressure in all three lanes. You've got top lane pushing in, Ming's able to roam up from mid. You've got the Jace on the bot side. ZS can do nothing about that. RNG have the pick of the litter. They can decide just out. As you can see now, Cryin might be in a little bit of trouble. Has flash available to him, does use a double distort, and he's not going to even invest his flash right now. Just knows he's dead, but instead of giving that kill to Xiao Xiaobao, gives it over to Hacker. I do like that little change. He says to not see. He's trying so hard to just be like, I can still stay, but he's just getting poked out so much. Anything at all, and that's the thing we always say. Oh, Xiao Xiaobao needs to be in a little bit of trouble as he flashes away, but he gets flashed on top of. There's going to be the equalizer now committed by Hacker as they do get a shutdown onto the Jace. The TP comes in, ZS just being enough to keep this guy away as LeBlanc does join in on the fight. But that's a 30-second death timer now, while a 40-second death timer, while there's a 30-second time just chunking people out. ZS over the wall trying to see if he can go for something, but again, Ultra Prime, they're just not in a position. Even 4v5, I don't think they can go for it. The equalizer's back up, but it doesn't really hit its mark. You'll never notice a good equalizer, you'll always notice a bad, as Cryin again, taking more damage, but RNG are not afraid. They know that they are in the ascendancy and
not able to find a window in on that dragon, and Ultra Prime to consider. Oh my lord.
God damn, and he didn't even use the Dragon's Wage. Holy moly, Wei and Xiaohu still nutty with their damage. TP on the back end of this, going to be ZS, but ZS, I don't know if you have a way of getting back into this. They do land the Q there as Wei goes in, jumps back out, trying to keep himself as annoying as possible. Ming goes in, he's a tanky boy, and Ultra Prime are dead to rights. They will be deleted, sent to the Shadow Realm. RNG will take everything from them and give nothing back.
And they should just look towards the Baron right now. Not quite long enough on the death timers for them to be able to end the game here, but Ultra Prime, it is looking dire right now. I think RNG showing the caliber we expect from them. Game one, you know, it was clean, but it was a bit slow. There were windows from Ultra Prime where it started to mess things up, but this game two, Xiaohu has just been an absolute monster.
Xiaohu and Wei have just been at the core of everything, and Cryin as well, this top side of the map, and it's just
this mindset of if we let them get Baron, the game's doomed. So it was kind of a doomed if you do, doomed if you don't. Speaking of doomed,
yeah, well, they got the Baron, so Doom Eternal here for the side of Ultra Prime. They do commit both ultimates to try and survive. It will be Hacker getting away, but Chelsea not going to be so lucky. As I say that, we can see Wei just feeling so confident, going in, looking to try and get that flash kick.
Again, I'm going to feel severe pain just from the amount of damage he's going to do. No armor picked up from...
Oh my god! It's not even just Xiaohu. Wow. The shock blast! What is this damage? Look how far ahead RNG are. Gala, unafraid, goes in with the arcane shift. And they're going to be able to land so much poke. And they haven't even fully engaged yet, Ox. They haven't even fully committed to it. And everyone from Ultra Prime is quickly running back to their fountain saying, please, give me help. Give me the healing. I have nothing. Oh my...
Cryin is too good. Cryin is too good.
Cryin is too good. Xiaohu and Cryin with these kills right now, and there's just nothing Ultra Prime can do. It will be about 30 minutes by the time this game goes out, but RNG with a statement win over Ultra Prime, 2-0, and they are firmly on a 5-game win streak, pushing themselves further and further up the table as we go into the latter half of the split. They'll pad the KDAs just a little bit to make sure they get as much as they possibly can, but it's not going to change the result. It's not going to change how this one ends. And RNG 2-0